still convinced my abs are just like luckily shaped fat pockets.
You're an idiot.
Alright, today I'm down for my last session of the week at Sunshine Fitness 24/7. I come down here twice a week to use some of their equipment. At the moment, I'm doing some hack squats. Gonna try to jig up a reverse band. If not, we'll just do straight weight. But yeah, being in off season, we come down here to, train again, like I said in the last video last week, a little bit less specific, right? So hack squat being a main variation at the moment, we're pushing these quite hard, overload a little bit, whatever coach wants me to do. I come here because I use their equipment that we don't have at Apex. We very much are a powerlifting gym, we're independently owned, so we're adding equipment, but we don't have everything yet. Also, I like to train sometimes at other gyms because being the owner of Apex, people tend to want to talk a lot, want to help with the training a lot, which I love doing, but these sessions, day 2 and day 5 sessions for me should be quite quick. I don't want to be in the gym for more than an hour. I like to smash through these, train really hard, really push some hypertrophy, really push some accessories, and get in, get out as fast as possible. Really reduce the amount of time I'm training. At Apex, sessions tend to go 2, even 3 hours, depending what we're doing. So it's always nice to, give less of the day to training, get in, get out, and be sore the next day, feel like I'm training hard, and just be a lifter, not a coach or an owner. Reason we're doing hack squats, or one of the big reasons, is your boy has pretty weak quads, but also doing a lot of high bar, doing a lot of low bar really beats up my elbows, beats up my shoulders a little bit. So again, being in the off season, steering clear from that means I can train my upper body a lot harder. I don't need to reduce my bench and everything to cater just for sore elbows or sore shoulders from doing so much low bar or high bar work. So I can really load these up without being limited by my joint pain and everything like that, where it comes, right? Only when we're going real heavy, it's just not worth the risk so in the off season. So reverse band didn't really work out. It keeps falling to the track. Just chewed the hell out of my band. Sorry, Apex's band. So we're just gonna do them straight weight. 8 to 10 reps, 3 sets. We really wanted to train that top end a little bit, but you can only train with what you've got, and reverse band isn't working. And I don't want to get caught down the bottom again. I'm gonna try to squat this up. It'll be embarrassing if I can't.
Don't hurt yourself.
So I was probably going to go 8 or 9 plates, maybe 10 on reverse band, but we'll just call it probably 6 today with the straight weight for 8 to 10. So that's easy though. We'll ramp that up a little bit. These have been progressing really well. It's really good when you get, as a high level lifter, you get a movement, you could just kind of linearly progress. Doesn't happen often, but I haven't done many of these. So that's been the case the last 3-4 weeks. I've just added weight every single week. It's been really good. Sucks so bad. Last set. You wanna know what I'm listening to? Everyone asks. I gotta get real sad, to push through. I want 10 on this one. Rest break between putting weights away. just like meal prep, hey? I'll do the videos, but really you do the work.
Feeling ready to go now?
Like another 30 seconds. I'm very unfit. So I'm almost recovered from my hack squats. We're gonna do some weighted back extensions. And then 2 upper body movements, and then a little bit of lower body. You actually see me train calves, which is pretty funny. So today's a bit of a mixed bag. Most of my sessions are upper lower, but today it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, mainly lower, but we always take the chance to get a little upper body pump. That's why you see all my photos on Insta after this. I said I'm still out of breath, man. My lungs hurt. That's disgusting. Nice and smooth, always, never rush. Which you'll see I'll do on the next movement because I tore my pec a little bit on it the other week because I rushed. One more. Denny, unload. So Denny, unload.
No.
Usually I use a plate loaded chest press. It's in Usto. I want a superset, so I'm not going to stand around and wait for it. So I'm going to use this one today. Last week I really hurt my pec though, going too heavy. Like probably like just like a grade 1 sprain or whatever you call it. I don't want physios to call me, oh, it's a strain, it's a sprain, or vice versa. So I was doing 4 plates last week for 12s. Hurt myself a little bit, let my ego get in the way. I was rushing through the reps. Today I want to go really light, but I want to shoot for an 8-9 RP by really controlling the tempo on the way up and way down. Remember, you don't need heavy weight to get good work. You need control, a little bit of time under tension. Again, we're striving for hypertrophy. I'm not benching heavy. I shouldn't need to be loading these up heavy like I did last week. And I paid for it. I had to drop all my bench session this week, really lower the weight. Again, another warm up, just to see where the weight is today. Doing 3 by 10 or 12 on both supersets. Still really want to control the tempo on these though. Really feel my lats, my back work. I have a tendency to just lean back and use my body weight with these to throw these around. That's not what we want. We want nice and strict the whole time. And this is what we like to pretend we're off-season bodybuilders though. So really short rests. Nice and light. I'm only using 84 kilos, but slowing down the reps gets real hard by the end. Same thing on lat pull downs. I've got some wisdom for you. As powerlifters, a lot of the time we train really conservative, and it makes sense, you know. Squats, deadlifts, bench build up a lot of fatigue. You know, it's a nervous system driven sport, so you can only do so much of that. That's where, again, like I was saying last week's video, a lot of the time in the off season we only do minimal top set work, minimal main lift work, squat, bench, deadlift work, and go ham on these. I can go to failure. I'm going to go to failure on this last set. I go close to it on the other two, but on the last set I'm going to go really close to failure, and I'm really not going to feel it by Monday. I'm going to be able to go in on Tuesday and bench heavy, and this isn't really going to impact that. Because if I came in, I did some AMRAP benching or something like that, AMRAP incline benching, it's going to affect my training for next week as well. So take the opportunity when you're not near comp to push these really hard. It's going to make you a better lifter, I promise. think it's shirtless picture time. But you only get to see this if I look good. I just did a shirtless video and I'm a little bit confident right now. Your boy is looking big. I'll probably look at it on the big camera though, or the big screen, hate it. No. I'm still convinced my abs are just like luckily shaped fat pockets.
You're an idiot.
Last but not least, some seated hemi curls. And some calf raises. That's how often I do them. I remember the name. Calf raises, as you can see, I have 0 calf development. It's more for ankle stability, apparently. And these big juicy hamstrings. Alright, I do have cable hip flexors after this, but it's supposed to be a triple set. So it's supposed to be hip flexors, calf raise, hamstring curl, repeat. But it's on the other end of the gym. It's too much of an inconvenience, so I'll just do these 2, and I'll do that after. We might forget to record it. This is not built for people with big juicy legs, by the way. Before I forget, most of you train calves wrong. Maybe that's a pretty poor assumption, but I see a lot of people train calves wrong. They just kind of pound through the movements, use a lot of momentum, use a lot of bouncing. I don't know what you're bouncing off, but you're bouncing off something. Nice, slow, big contraction at the top, 1 count hold in the bottom. Go through the full range as much as possible. Train through the full range on everything. My full range is pretty piss poor on upper body stuff. I have really bad mobility. You could do better than that, but you get what I'm saying. Just be good all the way through. Self-conscious about my knee fat. So I'm gonna leave it there. This is day 5 of my training week. I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. This is definitely the quickest day, but one of the most fun. A lot of movements I enjoy, a couple of movements I need, like calf raises and other stuff. Once again, thanks to Annie for recording and editing these. It took her a lot of time on the first one. She's speeding up, but she's just so supportive of anything I want to do, whether it be content, whether it be lifting heavy, whether it be bulking to 130 or cutting to 115. She's just my rock, so thank you. Thanks to everyone watching last week and everyone's going to watch this one. We're really enjoying doing these. We want to keep them up. Let us know what you want to see, whether it's more training. Like I said, I trained 5 days. It's 5 very different days. Whether it's eating, whether it's recovery, or anything in between. Let me know. Danny and I will make it happen. We're really committed to putting out some good content now. We're enjoying this a lot, especially because she does the majority of the work. Okay, peace out, bye.